All right, let's go. Bosch Power Tools Perth SuperSprint, and nice drive today, Shane Van Gisbergen. He said on the grid he wanted to put on a show, and I think you two achieved exactly that today, driving home from Brodie Kostecki, and right there with him, Dave Reynolds. So let's start with Shane. Just talk us through those last few laps. Is a battle like that enjoyable or stressful?
Oh, it's pretty awesome, and then get out afterwards and make sure he enjoyed it too. Like, you're obviously on edge of what's legal and what's not, but I love that stuff. But it's obviously a fine line, like, with what's allowed in our rules. Like, he got a bad sportsmanship flag, and like I'm not allowed to bump him out of the way, so it's a fine line. But yeah, I loved it. But yeah, it's obviously always a grey area in our rules. Like a one-on-one battle, you should be able to do what you want. But yeah, I don't know, but I loved it. But yeah, obviously they gave him a penalty or a warning, which you don't want to be. You want to be allowed to race for the lead. Yeah.
Are you a bit confused about why he got that warning?
I'm always confused with this series, man.
Your thoughts now on racing Brodie a few weeks back to back. You had a couple of good scraps with him at Albert Park, and how does he go racecraft wise and all that?
Yeah,
sort of
it's
stuff?
awesome. Like, I got asked that this morning. Like, everyone up the front now, and in the new guys this year, like, there's no bad guys, and everyone's fun to race. Like, there's no one up here I go, oh shit, this is going to be a pain. Like, everyone's good, fun to race, predictable, and yeah, it's I enjoy the battles as much as I don't like driving the car. Racing's all right.
All right, let's bring Brodie in on this then. I'd like to get your thoughts on those last few laps. Is that as vigorously as you've ever had to defend a race lead before?
Well, last time I think I remember doing something like that was probably go-kart, so it was a long time ago. But yeah, like Shane said, it was a lot of fun. Obviously not as fun for me, obviously coming second, but yeah, I had a lot of fun during the time, out on track, racing him. So it is for the win, and it was 3 laps to go. So it's it's how races should go.
Your thoughts on getting the warning?
Yeah, I was pretty confused by it afterwards, but yeah, have to go through it and see what's I guess allowed and what's not. Just like Shane said, it's pretty confusing.
Are you happy with the cards that you played on those last few laps? Is there anything you could have done to keep that 97 behind you?
Yeah, he was coming at me with a lot of pace. Probably a few things I could have done differently earlier in the race that probably wouldn't have put me in that scenario. But yeah, as far as the last few laps, did pretty much what I could.
How much have you enjoyed today and this week and racing at home, and then being able to put on a show for the home fans as well? Just having that extra bit of spotlight on you, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just love racing. I don't really let the other stuff, faze me too much. I'm just here to drive the car and, fill my obligations. And, I love putting on the show for for the fans as well. So, yeah, it's all part of it. And I've had, a ball so far this week and still got a whole day to go.
Nice. Well done today, mate. Good job. Davey, back on the podium. Nicely done. This is becoming a regular occurrence with you and Penrite Racing. Just your thoughts on from what you could see out of the windscreen of your car today.
Yeah, I was enjoying their battle so much I forgot that I was racing out there. So then once they were getting into it at turn 6, I'm like, oh, here's my opportunity, but I just couldn't make it stick. So yeah, all in all, it wasn't a really good day for us. We qualified 3rd and finished 3rd. So I think our car is fast enough over 1 lap. We just need to try and make the tyres last.
And you had your young teammate in there as well. You were showing him around in practice yesterday. He must have picked up a few tips. Yeah,
he was a little bit off the pace in practice, so they put me in front of him to show him the lines and stuff. But he was fine. He didn't really need that. Yeah, it's finished 6th, rookie, fantastic job. It's great team points, and it's really, really good for us. So yeah, we're stoked with how it's all going.
Absolutely, well done. Okay, I've got a microphone here. We'll pass it around to the journos that we have here in the room. Got a few more questions.
Shane, you're part of this sort of drivers union or whatever we want to call it. I think union's probably the wrong word, but association is trying to clarify something around the racing rules, and that something that you might try and utilise that platform to get a better idea of when there are going to be bad sportsmanship flags or where you can make contact or whatever?
Yeah, maybe it needs clarifying, and maybe it's a personal thing for me to understand or clarify with Beardo on what we can do or how we can race. Like, if someone's blocking like that, am I allowed to move them? Like, in a normal situation, no, but maybe if he deserves it because he's got a bad sportsmanship, like, surely if someone's blocking like that, you're allowed to move them out of the way a little bit. You should be able to, but I don't know if they see it that way.
Is that how you would like the rules to be structured? That he can block, if it's a one-on-one, he can block and you can move him? Or would you rather that he's not allowed to block and you're just going to be able to
No,
get
you
through?
want to be able to defend your position. Like, he was doing nothing wrong. Like, with his defending, he was propping me up a bit. But, yeah, there should be some leeway for me to do it in the opposite way, I feel. But, yeah, I'm not sure.
Shane, your strategy, you seem to like running long and then running them down at the end. Will you guys have to rethink that approach if you got this bloke to your right, battling with you like that in future?
Yeah, it seems to be our trend for years. But, yeah, we did have, if we lost the start, we'd go early. But there were some fast guys already early in. And then the lap we were talking about it, we started battling and then Dave pitted. So you kind of stuck at that moment. And then when we were battling, Brody pitted. So we kind of had no option. But, yeah, seems to be the trend. We go longer.
Davey, first up, it's obviously been a strong start for the year for you.
Yep.
What's changed? Is it just Gen 3 or is there something else?
No, I just think our guys have built a really good car. We spent a really good few test days before the start of the year and understand what we had and made some good changes. And yeah, there's a lot of team effort going in at the minute. So it gives me confidence every time I drive the car. I believe I've got one of the better cars out there now. So we just need to make it faster over the race, not just over one lap.
And now that you've had a race under your belt, what's the impressions on that new engine map that the Fords have got?
Oh, to be honest, it's really hard for me to tell. Like, if you change something in the old car, I'd probably pick it up. But we sort of don't drive these cars. It's pretty new for us. So, we can't really detect tiny, small changes like that. So, in time we might be able to. But, I drive out of pit lane here and everything feels just weird for me until you sort of do a couple laps to get used to it. So, it's really hard for me to tell. It's been a month since we've raced again. Or since the last race, so yeah, I'm just not in tune with it like I was with the old car.
Dave, just on Matt Payne, I guess do you see a future champion there? Like, he's a young guy who's just come out and been so strong straight away.
Yeah, definitely. Like, he's got a lot of skill in him. It's not all about skill. It's whether you want to do it. There's heaps of other mental factors behind the scenes that you have to sort of combat to be a champion. But yeah, I believe he's probably definitely got the skills to do it for sure. He's a very talented young kid.
And just on another young Kiwi, Shane, from my understanding, you're relatively close with Ryan Wood, and he broke through for a first race win today. A couple of really great passes on the way.
He seems to be listening to me too much. He gets shit starts as well. But he's an awesome young kid, great personality, and yeah, good bunch of skills as well. So yeah, I see him going far. There's some good Kiwis coming through, and he's like, to be a rookie and straight in to be that fast. Like, yeah, he's very impressive. So hopefully he keeps going well.
Couple quick ones to you, Shane, about the format this weekend. 90-minute practice, yes or no?
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, that's when I first started in the series. I think it was good, and it did help us yesterday. We had a few problems, so we could take the time to fix it. But yeah, I don't mind. More track time's always good.
And then for the qualifying sessions today, do you like the split sessions?
I feel like it could be a little better. Like, yeah, there's so much dead time. It felt like
too long. Like 15 minutes at the end there with 10 cars. It's too long.
Yeah, maybe it needed to be 15, 12, 10, or even 8 minutes for the last one. Yeah. Didn't need 15 for it. But
if they gave us endless sets of tyres, you'd see heaps of time on the track.
Yeah.
Heaps of people flogging around, but
we didn't have the tyres to make the most of it.
Yeah. Seemed to be the consensus in pit lane today. Last call for questions. Guys, well done. Thanks for the good show.
Thank you.
Thank you.